Hi! So I've done a long time ago a video how to convert these lamps from 220 volt to 5 volts in order to, if for example, if you want to light something, a warehouse or something that you don't have electricity and you want to work with batteries, so you can use the same lamps. You can see my previous video how to do it. But then I started to search on the net and I found these lamps that eventually are built already to 12 volts. So this is a big advantage, that you have the regular I think this is E27 connection, and you can use them as emergency light or something like this. So let's take a look on this one. This should be 36 watt and this one is 15 watt. They both were bought on AliExpress. I will put a link, and now I want to test them and to see how the light is and if it is really 36 watt and if this one is really 15 watt. Of course I will check it by giving them the correct voltage, 12 volt, and measuring the current, and the current multiplied with the voltage is the power that this LED gives out. So let's now put 12 volts. I will put 3 amps limit, and let's test first if everything works, and then we will measure the current. So I'm starting with this small one. Okay, it's light pretty good. The current is 1.1 amps. 1.1 amps. By the way, the light is very strong. So it is almost, it's not exactly 15 watt, but it is almost. Now let's take the other one, check. Wow, this is lighting even higher, and eventually the current is here 2.1 amps. So this, I would say, more about 24-25 watts, and it is not really 36. Let's see. It's really easy to open it. So you can see inside it's the same LEDs, but instead of, I guess, putting all in serial, probably these are in parallel and not in serial, and you can see it by the resistor. If you have many resistors, so eventually something here is in parallel connection, and because the voltage is low, so you have to connect it like this. And of course there is no other I guess no other circuit inside for regulating the voltage. I will not disassemble it now, but eventually I think this is just a direct connection from the LEDs with the resistors. And let me try to see if it's all in parallel. Yes, I can see, for example, I can see in the PCB, it is maybe hard to see on the cam, but you can see that there is a line that's connecting between all these LED together. So all these LEDs here, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are in parallel. So we have 6 and then another 6, and so probably these are 12 volts LEDs, or maybe 3 volts because we have the resistors. I don't know. By the way, the resistor is written 3R9, which is 3.9 ohms. So that's all. This is a huge light, this is a little less but also very bright, so you can use them as emergency, of course. You don't need, by the way, any regulator. I think that if you will connect 3 lithium cells, okay, and they are all fully charged, so you have charge all the lithium cell to 4 volt and not to 4.2, and then you have exactly 12 volts. And when they are discharged, or you can use a BMS to protect the cells. I'm checking it now with 9 volts. Okay, it's also lighting, not a very bright light, let's say, but even on 9 volts you have a lighting here, and on 12 volts you have a very bright light, and you have 1 amps. That means that if you're using 3000 milliamp cells, it will be able to work for continuous 3 hours. So that's all. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you and bye.